To reach the edge of our universe, scientists are preparing to freeze you alive, stopping your heart, crashing your body temperature, and technically making you clinically dead for months at a time. Humanity's ambition to conquer the stars has hit a dead end. Human biology is a prison. The universe is too vast, and our lives are too short. Sending an active, awake crew to Mars or the outer moons requires tons of food, massive living quarters, and years of psychological torture in a metal box. Space agencies cannot solve the logistics of deep space exploration because humans eat, breathe, and break down under radiation. We have to bypass biology. Aerospace engineering firms and elite neuroscientists are finalizing a paradigm-shifting breakthrough: synthetic torpor. By chemically re-engineering our metabolic rate, we are building technology that puts humans into a reversible state of suspended animation. This isn't science fiction. It is the exact engineering roadmap that will let us survive multi-year voyages into the deep cosmos. The key to this technology isn't freezing someone solid into an ice cube that destroys human cells. The true secret is an energy-conserving state called torpor. In natural hibernation, animals drop their basic metabolic rate by up to 75%. Their heart rate plunges to just a few beats per minute, and their oxygen consumption plummets. By mimicking this process using targeted therapeutic hypothermia and neuroprotective drugs, a space crew can sleep through a 6-month transit to Mars. Because their bodies are running on absolute survival mode, the massive weight of food, water, and waste systems needed for the journey shrinks by a third, making interstellar payloads finally realistic. Turning this into a reality requires testing in the lethal environment of space. That is where NASA's STASH framework, studying torpor in animals for space health, comes in. For years, scientists faced a massive problem: space radiation and muscle atrophy. If you lie perfectly still in microgravity for months, your bones dissolve and your muscles wither away. But nature solved this. Hibernating animals don't lose bone density. When a mammal is in torpor, its cellular division slows to a crawl, rendering its tissue profoundly resistant to radiation damage. By combining the natural biological defenses of torpor with a localized, water-shielded stasis pod, astronauts can sleep through solar storms that would normally give an awake crew lethal radiation poisoning. When the entire human crew is unconscious, the ship itself must become alive. It requires an automated guardian network. The stasis pod becomes an extension of the ship's artificial intelligence. It continuously feeds the unconscious astronaut liquid nutrition, processes microscopic metabolic waste, and runs automated physical therapy by using electrical muscle stimulation to keep limbs toned. The ship's computer manages every variable, from cabin pressure to the precise chemical balance of the air. It shields the crew from the psychological horror of isolation, transforming a brutal, terrifying trek through deep space into a seamless, dreamless night. But bypassing human biology introduces a terrifying, permanent neurological toll that could leave our first interstellar pioneers completely brain-dead before they ever wake up. True hibernation is not normal sleep. In fact, a brain in torpor exhibits brainwave patterns that look chillingly similar to sleep deprivation. Because the metabolic rate is suppressed, the brain cannot form new synapses or maintain existing pathways properly. The lack of active electrical signals causes synaptic connections to slowly wither away, erasing memories and altering the subject's personality like a high-speed form of cosmic dementia. If a human body is kept in synthetic torpor for too long, the lack of active cerebral blood flow causes a terrifying phenomenon known as cognitive drift. We risk launching our best and brightest scientists into deep space, only to have them wake up on a distant world with severe, irreversible brain damage. We might perfect the technology to keep the human heart beating across light years, only to find that the human mind was left behind in the dark. To conquer the heavens, we must first learn to survive our own dreams. If you are ready to explore the absolute bleeding edge of space travel and future technology, smash that subscribe button and leave a like right now. See you on the other side.